How's it going, everybody? It's me again, Joys of Sorrow. Welcome back. And I'm just giving you now the next update. This is on the two 2.5 gallon tanks that are here on my rack. Up here is that 20 gallon long that needs to be set up. As you guys can see, pretty much have almost everything I need right there. Pre-filter sponge for the top fin 30 to 40 gallon. I think it's the 40 model or the 30 model silent stream filter. Pre-filter sponge for that. Sponge filter, heater. There is a hose for it, for gravel hose for cleaning it up, and the starter bacteria for it. These two pieces right here are going to be going in there. I still need to decide whether I'm going to do sand on top or the rocks on top. I haven't decided. I might do both. Don't know. So, alright, back to these. There is Mally. They're just finishing up eating. I fed them some powdered brine shrimp from the Hikari brand stuff. This Mally, unfortunately, also had a little issue with fin rot, and it seems to be finally going away. So I'm glad about that. And but I don't know what it is about male bettas, but I seem to be having a hard time taking care of male bettas. There are two horned nerite snails in there. These little black and yellow guys there. There's one there. There's one up there. And plant-wise, I have two small pieces of Nacris in there, and then I have a little bit of this Christmas moss here with a pair of Mamino balls, or Mamino moss balls. This right here I just put in as well. It is a half piece of a Wonder Shell. The other one is in there, and I will explain why this water is brown and this one isn't. And then I did throw in one of these leaves in here, and that is actually, well, let me get to that now. These are dried almond leaves that are imported. I've been using these primarily with Pinky here since I set her up in this tank, and I've had a lot of, I have a lot of positive things to say. There are tannins in the leaves, so that is why the water turns brown like that. But the tannins help with stabilizing the pH and help fight against bacteria on the bettas. So I have never had a health problem with Pinky, with the exception of the health problem she came with, which was she had a little bit of a bent back. Can't really notice it right now. She's gotten really good at it, but you actually spend some time here and just stared at her, you'll notice she likes to keep herself curved a lot, and that's kind of just her naturally, how she is. But she is doing wonderfully fine from when I got her, and I got her as a baby. Maybe that's the thing. I need to start getting all my bettas as babies, but maybe not. I don't know. And she's in here with a zebra nerite, which is right there. And there are now confirmed two pond snails in here, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a couple more as well. From a sack of eggs that I was not able to pull out in time. So I'm already going to have to get ready for that, which won't be too difficult. What I plan to do is I'm going to take the striped nerite out of this tank and put it into the big tank, into the 29 gallon. I know it doesn't have any parasites or anything like that, because this tank is the cleanest tank in the whole house. Second would be the 29 gallon, and neither one of these tanks have detritus or any worms or parasites or anything like that. So it should be perfectly fine to just put that one into the big tank. Obviously acclimate it, beforehand, but it's going to be done. And I will get an assassin snail and put the assassin snail in here, and then it can just pretty much kill off all the pest snails. All the pest snails or bladder snails that I want are already in the other tank with a bunch of eggs waiting to be born. And remember, I told you guys I put some miniature versions of the plants for the big tank in here. Nice and pretty, green and pink, beautiful pink like her. And then I also found these, they're not hortwort, but I don't know what exact plant it is, but it's a very pretty plant, and it is a pinkish red with green on it. And it looks really great in our tank. But yeah, you know, there's Mally again. Fortunately, it looks like that hole that he got from the incident with the fake plants is never going to heal. But yeah, Mally's been a bit of a stress, I have to be honest. Quite a bit of a stress. It's also the only tank here that actually has green algae. Only tank that actually gets green algae in the whole house. You know, not the 5-gallon, not the 29-gallon, but the 2.5-gallon. And then the light that I'm using, I'll show you guys. I mean, they have their own lights in their hoods, but I took a LED strip, one of the selfie LED strips from Five Below, and I used packaging tape and just taped it to the bottom of the shelf, and it is connected to my computer. So I have nice lighting for them, or I mean, you know, nice auxiliary lighting, and the remote is right here. And there's a whole bunch of different settings for it as well. Yeah, this is all pretty messy. I've got a bunch of supplies and stuff here. What I'm waiting to do is I'm actually going to get a second shelf to set up in here, so I can set up my TV and other things on top of it. And I'm getting a bunk bed. My son went with my parents to Costco the other day, and he saw a bunk bed for the first time in his life, and now he insists that he needs a bunk bed in his life. Now, unfortunately, the ones that we saw at Costco, I mean, they're nice looking, about $600, but they the top bunk or the top bed sits on it just by its weight alone. There's no bolts or anything holding on to it. And they do that so that you can split. You know, if you guys don't want to sleep in bunks, you could always just take off the top frame. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.